In less than 4 months, I will swim 2.4 miles, bike 112 miles, and run 26.2 miles, all in one day, and become an Ironman. Got a ways to go, but I'm pretty excited to see where it takes me. Hey, it's Carleigh and Christian. We're two crazy endurance athletes who live in beautiful Santa Barbara, California. In 2021, Carleigh is chasing the goal of completing her first Ironman. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week. All right, this is my second little Ironman training check-in. I am less than 4 months to race day, and this one's kind of gonna be a doozy. I'm pretty hopeful for the race. European Union just passed that if US citizens are vaccinated, they may be able to travel starting in summer. So I'm hoping by late August, I am able to get to Copenhagen. Fingers crossed. The most hopeful news I have had about getting there. Stay tuned. This one's gonna be an interesting training block. If you haven't already, subscribe below and stay tuned for more. First off, jumping into how kind of my mental focus was, and needless to say, that was where I absolutely had some challenges. Started off the month super consistent, was just really on a good whim. We took an amazing vacation, went to Catalina, had a no structured training week, which I really did need. But came home to pretty much one of the toughest weeks I've had in a very long time. Had some really tough things going on personally that really just ended up creeping over into everything. And from that, I killed my 100+ day training streak. And by that, I was following my coach's training plan that whole time, and I ended up needing to take that week. I could not really focus on training. I needed to focus on anything and everything I could do to just kind of mellow myself out. Spent a lot of time to myself, a lot of time journaling. So in the end, obviously didn't get really any training done, but it was the right decision. Of course, you know, you always want to be hard on yourself, but I'm just excited to kind of turn the page, restart a new month of training, and get really back to being consistent, because that's kind of where I think everything matters. So this month, swimming really wasn't anything that eventful. Took a week off while we were on vacation, but really at the end of the day, swimming is where I am the most comfortable. For me, I'm at a really solid base pace. Was never a sprinter, was always kind of focused on that distance swimming, played water polo. Can swim forever, but in terms of focusing on time and mileage, I definitely went down in mileage, but feeling really strong, have kind of been refining my stroke and reminding myself not to swim lazy, because I can get away with some lazy swim days, but to actually use my form correctly. The last month was pretty much the same amount of mileage. I swam 12.1 miles, and that translates to 19.5 kilometers. I am super excited because I do think I found a new pool that will let me swim for more than 50 minutes twice a week. But I'm really looking forward to getting to swim longer than a 2,500. So when your race is 4,000, it's kind of hard to get the amount of mileage you need in when you can't swim more than 50 minutes a day. I think I finally found one that has availability. So I'm really excited about that. All right, the bike is starting to get longer, just starting to, which I'm really excited about. I think the longest one I have done was a 3-hour ride. I did do it on the trainer, and that was in part of a brick. I also did a 2.5 mile ride brick as well. But really starting this next month with fitting in my training for the 70.3 and the Ironman and the goals I want to hit, my mileage is really about to skyrocket. I'm really excited for that. I need to get myself outside more. Something that is pretty common for me is when I get very anxious and stressed out, riding outside gets incredibly daunting. So because of that, I am very thankful to have a smart trainer in Zwift.
You're out on your brick run, but I just wanted to say, I love you. Bye-bye.
I'm hoping this next month to also get a professional bike fit. For anyone who does not know what that is, basically, if you are properly fitted on your bike, not only are you more comfortable, which is a large reason for me, but you're really optimizing your power. And I can tell as of right now, I'm not optimizing that power correctly, waiting for that to hopefully fix some saddle discomfort I've had, as well as fine tuning it. And to be honest, doing this bike justice, because it's really fast and it just deserves that. So for the month, I did slightly drop in mileage, but that's because I didn't really ride except for my epic hardcore mountain biking, because I'm professional now.
Beast mode. Holy he's far. He's almost on a fast interval again.
I'm gonna just keep saying that because Christian is making fun of me for it. But for month 4 of training, I rode 207.6 miles, which is 334.1 kilometers. I'm excited to see what that's gonna be this next month. I think it's gonna be a really good. ...2021, the year I finally figured out running. I worked on it really, really hard in 2020. This is really something I'm really proud of how far it's come along. This last month, I kept setting PRs just like I was in previous months.
Today, I had a 90-minute endurance run. Felt really good. And the next thing you know, I ended up running the fastest 10 miles I ever have in my life. And I wasn't trying to. Late October, I was super proud that I ran a 10-mile run at 9:30 pace. Today, I did 8:55.
It's been a really, really fun time for me because that was the biggest thing I was afraid about with the Ironman was marathon at the end. And to be honest, it still scares me and I don't think about the distance. That's okay. I think about the miles I'm putting in and the training I'm putting in now and how it'll all add up. Running was kind of the biggest thing I picked up on mileage because I still ran a lot while I was on vacation.
So I just got a text from Carleigh that she's running up Banning House Road, and then she's gonna turn around. So I'm gonna see if we can maybe catch up to her. I don't think I'm gonna catch Carleigh because I think I see her way up on the ridge up there. It's a little tiny figure moving about, and that's her. That is probably one of the gnarliest climbs she's done. Kudos to her. I think it is though. I was looking down at Banning House Road, and then I saw these 2 hikers here at the gate, and I saw one lonely runner up at the top. Good for you, honey. Get it.
My running switched from a lot of road to a solid week of ridiculous trails. I think it's time to start testing out some of these super shoes because I'm getting closer to a race. So that's something that I'm gonna start incorporating, and my runs are just gonna start to get longer. But really this month, I ran 65.5 miles, which is about 105.6 kilometers. Let's bring it. Nutrition. I'm 100% crushing it. And by crushing it, I mean I was horrible at nutrition. With all the stress that was going on in my life, I really just figured out how to cook healthy in the last year and a half. Nutrition was not my forte at all. Needless to say, when I get stressed out, cooking is a little daunting. Pretty much, I ate quite a lot of Chipotle and quite a lot of Luna Grill, which is a Mediterranean chain here. And it is what it is. At least I tried to make healthy choices with the places I was getting food with. So I'm proud of that because I still want to think of, in my eyes, nutrition as fueling for my workouts and fueling for my training. So even if I am too burnt out, exhausted, tired to cook, I still need to make sure I get the right proteins, get the right energy, I'm eating enough. A little bit of challenges with nutrition, but mostly it was just kind of mental overwhelmed. And so back to cooking, I'm working on it. So nobody's perfect. Last but not least, recovery. So this is something that was a really big focus as I was stressed this month. And this was the reason I did take 4 days off and really took it super easy when I was coming back. You know, stress really does take a significant toll on your body. And when I was really stressed out, I definitely felt like I was kind of hit by a truck. So this was a big focus of mine this month, was how to get back to recovering and relaxing physically and mentally. Took some really good downtime. Our vacation was really good. You know, have tried to kind of make some more relaxing spaces. We have a new little patio that's got a hammock, very mellow areas. Working on the recovery, also working on making sure I'm consistent with training so that the recovery really adds up. So my little final thoughts for month 4. I'm in good momentum. I really do have a solid training base. I've been very consistent except for just a tiny blip in the radar. You know, would love to say that's not gonna happen, but I'm sure there'll be tough weeks. You know, this is not something easy that I'm doing. It's taking a lot of time. I'm going to start to make a lot of sacrifices and decisions about priorities. And right now my priority is this really big goal I have. So to me, I think really small little habits every day are the biggest thing that make a difference in your life. And so to me, I usually start the day looking at what can I do today? What's my workout today? And what's the interval I'm in now? And how can I recover, take care of myself to just be the best version of me? Like I said in the intro, there's a possibility, there was news that the European Union is going to let US citizens that are vaccinated into the country. So I'm very, very hopeful for that. And I know I'm training for a race that I might not get to do. And I still know I might end up with my backup plan, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep training, keep pushing, keep recovering, still making sure this is a fun journey. For now, I've got some big things ahead, less than 4 months to go. So that's wild. We'll see how it is. Somebody is really a needy mommy clinger, and he's just sitting here. Train.
What?
What? What? Fun fact, we live on train tracks. This is the evening commuter train.
We live on tracks, baby. Yeah. The hard streets of Santa Barbara.
Put your head down. You're ruining the shot, dude. 4 month, 2 race day check-in. I'm holding a pen. It's really awkward. One more hair. Oh, cat. Hello. Want you to say hi? Hi.